Hi, this is Lee Garrett and welcome to another edition of Screencast Online. It's been a couple of years since we covered the Apple Watch in any depth, and there have been some great updates in that time. We've had 2 new OSs in watchOS 6 and 7, and 3 new watch types in that time, the Series 5, the Series 6 and the SE. So we figured it was time to have a roll-up update of the new features that you can enjoy, or not for some, I'm sure. Now, as the SE is a scaled-down version of earlier version watches and doesn't offer a unique set of features, I'm not going to cover that here. I don't want to repeat any kind of previous keynote. This video is, of course, just to show you the features. So let's start by looking at what the Series 5 and Series 6 watches have offered us. Okay, so let's set the scene. I'm in the watch application on my iPhone here. I've just this morning removed my old Series 5 and added a new Series 6. I decided that in the best interests of our community here, I would make the noble sacrifice of purchasing the Series 6 so that you can see how its features work firsthand. You are very welcome. It had nothing to do with me being obsessed with chasing the latest shiny, promise you. Okay, so the main feature that was unique to the Series 5 and above is the always on display. Now, people were certainly begging for this because raising your wrist to see the time and it not always responding as you would like was certainly frustrating. So how does always on work? Well, when your wrist is down, the time and any complications that you have open are refreshed every minute. Now, to configure this, we go into display and brightness. You can do this on the watch itself as well, of course. It's just a lot easier to show you here, and most people configure their watches through their phone anyway. So always on here can be disabled, the main benefit of which will be an improvement to your battery life, although I have to say I had no issue with battery life at all on my Series 5. That said, I don't work out as much as I should do, if at all, so I don't have that sort of fitness impact on my battery life yet. I am going to leave the always on enabled though, and there is also an option below here to hide any sensitive complication information when your wrist is down. I think I'll leave it as is, I'm quite okay. Okay, the next feature that was unique to Series 5 and above is the built-in compass application. Now, to get to it, as with all applications on the watch, you tap on the digital crown to bring up the app picker and then select either the compass icon if you've got the grid view, or select compass from the list if, like me, you prefer this list view. Now, you're presented with a standard compass. At the moment, the app is literally just finding its bearings as it's sitting static on a stand right now rather than moving about. It's looking for magnetic north at the minute, and after a short while, it will pick up. In fact, here you can see firsthand the always on display. So ordinarily, the screen would have gone blank at this point as the watch isn't moving after a short period of time, but instead we have the clock displayed. I'll just tap to remove it. And I've just impatiently paused the video there whilst waiting for the compass, although we can see by the time I didn't pause it for very long. So the watch is facing a bearing at the moment of 84 degrees east. If I scroll up on the digital crown, we can see that bearing, the current incline and the elevation. Then further down, we can add our own bearing if there's a particular direction that we need to follow. I'll tap add bearing, and in here to set the bearing, just turn the digital crown down, so move it anti-clockwise and then up to set the bearing clockwise. Then when you're done, just tap done to complete. If I scroll down, we can edit the current bearing or clear it completely. And although the watch is sitting on the stand right now, I'll just move it a little bit here so that you can see how the display and the needle changes as the watch moves. There, we'll just set that back. Onto the Series 6 now, and there is an advanced always on display which is reportedly 2.5 times brighter than the Series 5.
That's just a quick preview of one of this week's Apple-related tutorials from Screencasts Online. Screencasts Online is your premium source of Apple-related video tutorials. All of our members get access to brand new, up-to-date tutorials each week, as well as unlimited access to our entire video archive full of Mac and iOS-related tutorials. You can stream and download all of our videos on your Mac, iPad and iPhone, and even your Apple TV using the members-only Screencasts Online Apple TV app. Membership also includes a complimentary subscription to the digital Screencasts Online monthly magazine, published each month and packed with videos, articles, reviews, as well as hints and tips covering all aspects of the Mac, iPad, iPhone, and all of the other fantastic Apple products. So, if you're ready to start getting the most out of your Apple devices, visit screencastsonline.com today and become a Screencasts Online member.